children, good morning. How are you? I hope you all are well. Now I am going to tell you about Volume 2 course book. This is a Volume 2 Environmental Studies course book. Open this book, page number 4. See here children, travel and safety lesson. Volume 2, first lesson, travel and safety lesson. Travel means go from one place to another. Go one place to another. Let us see how to go to grandma's house in the summer holidays. For example, okay? Our house is a long way from grandma's house. How do we go? Either in the car, in bus, or in the train. We call the journey travel. Safety. Safety means if we take some precautions during the journey, you will reach our grandmother's house carefully. Okay? What is travel? The act of people going from one place to another place are called travel. Next, look here children. You know this animal? Identify this animal. Camel. It is also known as by another name. You know? Yeah. Sheep of desert. The camel is sheep of desert. What is it? And why is it called so? The camel is called sheep of desert because people travel on the camel in the desert. The camel is called sheep of desert because people travel on camel in the desert. Okay. See here. What are these people ready for? These people ready for journey. What are they waiting for? They are waiting for vehicle. Next, look here. What are these people doing? They are traveling in a car. They are enjoying traveling in a car. Okay. Why do people move from one place to another place? We need transportation because all of life's necessities cannot possibly be available within our reach. We need transportation because all of life's necessities cannot possible be available within our reach. We either have to move ourselves to get the things we need or have those things moved to us. Okay. Next, the act of people going from one place to another is called travel. What is called travel? The act of people going from one place to other place is called travel. Underline this sentence. Okay. Next, people use different modes and means for traveling to other places. People use different modes and means of traveling to other places. Identify the different modes of means of travel shown in this picture. Different means and modes of travels in this picture. See here, bike and car. These are roadways. Move on the road. Next, train. Train also trackway, roadways, landways. Next, ship, waterways. Ship, waterways. And aeroplane and helicopter, airways. These are different types, modes and means of travels. Okay. Next, look this picture. In this picture, you can see different means of road transport. Different means of road transport. Auto, car, rickshaw, bike. You can also observe how people travel short and medium distance by road. Short and medium distance by road. And look here, this is a train. How do people travel longer distance on land more comfortable? The train journey is comfortable for long distance travel. The train journey is comfortable for long distance travel. Next, what about the safety aspects in travel? Do not load more people than the vehicle capacity. Do not drive faster than the vehicle capacity. Okay, see here children, this is a train accident. At least 150 people died in a railway accident near Kanpur in 2016. When? In 2016, where Kanpur. How many people died? At least 150 people died in a railway accident near Kanpur in 2016. This is an unexpected, undesirable event resulting in damage or harm to people and property. What is the reason for such accident? The accident happened because there were more people on the train than there should be. Okay. Next, look here children. What are these? These are speed breakers. You know speed breakers on the road. What are speed breakers meant for? By definition, speed breakers are meant to slow down traffic for the safety of road rules. Speed breakers are meant to slow down traffic for the safety of road users. Next, what is happening if they are not well designing? If not designed speed breakers, accident can occur at night time. Next, what is the need? Dividers on road. What is the need dividers on the road? Road dividers is generally used for dividing the road for ongoing and incoming traffic. Ongoing and incoming. Dividers is generally used for dividing the road for ongoing and incoming traffic. See here children, this is an accident. Who are responsible for this tragedy? Human factors, drivers. Next, look here children, overload vehicles, overload jeep and overload train. Do you think the way in which the people in these pictures are traveling in the vehicle is safe? Not safe. Are such practice good or bad? Bad. Do you assure safe travel? No, this is a not safe travel. Roads are the domination mode transportation for passengers in India today. Railway provide an important mode of public transport for people traveling long distance. Nowadays, safe travel is becoming a major social concern in the country because the number of road and rail accidents are on the increase. In most cases, children and young people are the victims. In this lesson, we shall learn about a few ways or methods which might make our travels safe and enjoyable. Okay. Next, observe the given diagram. This gives a representation of the different causes of road accidents. Can you identify the major causes for road accidents from this representation? See here children, 85.4% is human factors and 5.3% is technical failure and 5.1% is infrastructure condition and 4.2% is weather condition. Learning and adopting safe travel practice for an early age is a very important. See here children, how much percentage of human factors in this chart? 85.4% is human factors. How much percentage technical failures? 5.3% is technical failures. And how much percentage of infrastructure condition? 5.1%. How much percentage of weather condition? 4.2%. It plays a vital role in shaping the attitude and behavior of children and young people in becoming responsible drivers, passengers, pedestrians and cyclists in the future. Pedestrians means నడిచి వెళ్ళేవారు by walk. Okay, drivers, passengers, pedestrians and cycle in the future. Look the following pictures and try to relate them to the 4 factors given above. What are the 4 factors? Human factors, technical failures, infrastructure conditions, weather conditions. See here first one, what is this? This is a human factor. This also human factor. This also infrastructure condition. Next, speed, over speed is a human factor. See here children, stray, cattle and animal. Next, this also human factor, drunk and driving. This also human factor. This is a weather condition. This is a technical failure. This is a infrastructure conditions. This is a human factor. This is a human factor. How much percentage of human factor? 85.4% human factor. Okay. Turn the next page. See here children. The factors responsible for a road accidents are drivers or riders are a speeding, overspeeding, reckless driving, evolution or rules, failure to understand signs, distracted driving, drunken driving and ignoring safety precautions. Pedestrian, carelessness, illiteracy, crossing at wrong place and unable to understand road rules. Next one, passengers. Hanging on the vehicle, talking to drivers, alighting and boarding the vehicle from wrong side, traveling on the footboard, overcrowding and catching the running vehicle. The factors responsible for road accidents are drivers or riders, pedestrians, passengers. Next, vehicles. Overload, improper maintenance, failure of brake or steering, mechanical failures and tire burst, dim headlights at night and old unfit vehicles. Next, road conditions. Potholes, damaged roads, diversions, non-proper signs and ill-designed speed breakers. These are road conditions. Next, weather conditions. Fog, heavy rainfall, snowfall and windstorms. Next, stray cattle and animals. The consequence of a road accident may be death, injury to human beings or damage to property. It gravely affects the entire family. Road safety is everyone's responsibility. What are the factors, children? The factors responsible for road accidents are drivers or riders, pedestrians, passengers, vehicles, road conditions, weather conditions, stray cattle and animals. How to prevent road accidents while walking? Use pavements or footpath to walk safely along the roads. If there are no footpaths, walk along the side of the road closely. Next, see here, always use zebra crossing to cross the road. If there is no zebra crossing, do not cross until the road is clear. Look to the right and look to the left, again to the right and then cross. Okay children, always use zebra crossing to cross a road. How to cross a road? Always use zebra crossing to cross a road. If there is no zebra crossing, do not cross until the road is clear. Look to the right and look to the left, again to the right and then cross. Next, do not cross the road from behind a parked or a moving vehicle suddenly. You may be hit by the vehicles coming in the opposite direction. See here, children. Do not cross the road from behind a parked or a moving vehicle. Suddenly, you may be hit by the vehicles coming in the opposite direction. Next, see here, children, subway. Use subway and foot over bridges for safe crossing of the roads, especially at busy junctions. Especially at busy junctions, use subways. See here, children, precautions while driving or riding. Take safety precautions, wear helmet and seat belts compulsory to save life. Take safety precautions, wear helmets and safety belts compulsory to save life. And no over speeding. See here, children, no over speeding. It is important and lower speed while taking turns while nearing schools on narrow roads, hills areas, rural areas and in areas where the visibility is poor. Okay, children, no over speeding at school areas, narrow roads and rural areas. Okay, children, understood? Remaining lesson I will explain tomorrow.